In the freezing Manchurian mornings of the 1940s, one of the darkest secrets in human history was hidden behind the cold concrete walls of a massive facility. Inside this facility, people whose names had been replaced by numbers lived in a state of unimaginable despair. According to historical accounts, two young girls had only one request from a guard: a small, broken piece of a mirror. After weeks of hunger and medical procedures they did not understand, they reportedly wanted to know if they could still recognize themselves when they looked in that mirror. The silence that followed when the guard handed over the mirror is said to be one of history's saddest moments, because what they saw was no longer a human face, but a reflection of brutality. This was Unit 731. Introduced to the outside world as a water purification unit, it was actually the center of the largest unethical experiments history has ever seen. Today, we open the secret documents hidden on dusty shelves and look at the true face of Unit 731. If you are ready, let's begin this dark journey. Behind this horrific mechanism stood a single name: Dr. Shiro Ishii. According to Ishii, medicine could be used not only to heal, but also as a weapon. For the doctors under his command, ethical rules were completely suspended. Prisoners brought to the facility were called Maruta, a word meaning logs. In the laboratories of Unit 731, people were no longer individuals, but merely raw materials. According to documents, reports prepared for those who lost their lives during experiments used phrases like "a log has fallen." Most terrifying was the reported refusal to use anesthesia. Allegations suggest that Ishii argued anesthesia altered bodily functions, preventing pure data from being reached. This meant hundreds of people were subjected to horrific surgical interventions while fully conscious. How could a scientist completely lose the sense of empathy? The brutality within the walls of Unit 731 was not limited to surgical rooms. It was also the world's largest biological weapons laboratory. According to research by historians, plague-infested fleas were dropped on surrounding settlements using special bombs. It is alleged that infected food and toys were sent to villages. Records show that as a result of these invisible attacks, tens of thousands of civilians struggled with epidemic diseases. Inside the facility, even more extreme experiments were conducted. The limits of the human body were pushed in pressure chambers, and the effects of extreme temperature differences on the skin were observed. Today, it is clearly seen that these activities, carried out under the name of science, were nothing more than an attempt to establish military superiority. It is estimated that more than 400,000 people lost their lives as part of this process. With the end of the war, it was thought that those responsible for this tragedy would receive the heaviest punishments. However, the course of history took a surprising turn. Post-1945 documents reveal a secret agreement between the United States and the leadership of Unit 731. In exchange for biological warfare data and notes on human physiology obtained from the experiments, Shiro Ishii and his team were granted judicial immunity, full protection from prosecution. This is considered one of the greatest ethical scandals in history. Consequently, many of the accused names never appeared before a court. It has been documented that many of them even reached high-level positions in medicine and the business world in post-war Japan. The story of Unit 731 reminds us how dangerous science can be when it is devoid of morality. Today, bowing before the memory of these victims, we must ask,
Is giving up justice for the sake of scientific progress truly acceptable? Share your thoughts in the comments. See you in a new journey through the hidden pages of history.